What's going on, guys? Free back at you again with Old Blue. We're here doing some upgrades once again, and today what we're going to be doing is getting a fresh set of pipes on this. This is a really quiet bike, and you know, some people might like the note that the factory has. I need a little more grumble for mine, so what we're going to be doing is putting on the Shark Road exhaust. I have the, I forgot the name of it, what is it, Badass Slash Cut something mirror. I'm going to show you in just a minute, but seems like a pretty easy installation. It's not going to be a hard thing to do. Just a couple pipes and a couple clamps, and it should fit right up to the existing hardware that's on here. But to get started, first thing we need to do is get these bags off. The bags just come off. There's 3 bolts inside that you release for the bags. I'd show you the bag removal, but if you don't know how to take your bags off, then this is not the project for you. All right, so I got the bags off on the one side. This is not going to take much tools. I think it's a 10 millimeter socket and a 17 millimeter wrench for the oxygen sensor that's going to be on the other side. It's not on there really tight. You can reach it. You don't have to start taking stuff off the bike, any plastics off. You can reach that enough to pop that loose and screw that off. But for now, I'm going to start on this side because this has the adjoining pipe. So what you will have to do is there's a 10 millimeter clamp that's between this crossover pipe under there. And I'll show you on the new one here. This is the crossover pipe. I was actually thinking about wrapping this, because one thing with this bike is it gives off a lot of heat through the exhaust. And that's one of the reasons why they even went with the air management system, is because that pipe over there is super hot. So it has a duct that sucks the heat off of there and blows it to the bottom here. So it may be in another video, but I am going to be wrapping the entire headers up until this point. But it's chrome, it's nice, and it's kind of visible. So I'm going to let it ride right now as chrome. If I am feeling excess heat or whatever, it's in a place where I can it's accessible. I don't need to jack nothing up. I can probably just reach under there and wrap it at a later time. So I'm just going to do the normal installation for this one. So the only thing you need, other than the 10 millimeter bolt, which is going to be for your bags to remove as well, you got these 2 bolts right here, 10 millimeter, and then, like I said, you have to do your connecting brace that's on there, and then this should pull right out of there. So I kind of broke them loose a little bit already, but it's just these 10 mils right here. There's a 10 mil here. On the other side, there's a clamp holding your crossover pipe, and you just want to make sure that that's loose as well. Ooh, okay. Well, it's a good thing that I'm not using the factory ones, because as you see, once you drop them out of there, this thing just drops out. So helpful hint, maybe put something on the ground before it comes slamming out. But this thing, oh, look how easy that is. Slipped right off of the original. This is where your clamp is on the other side, very accessible to get to. Then this just pops right off of here. And then this heat shield right here, you're going to be using on the new one. So you'll want to take that off. And that's very simply done. Just a 10 millimeter bolt. Well, let me show you. 10 millimeter, maybe an 8. 10 here, I think that's an 8 maybe. I need to take a look at that. But it's just loosening this up, and then this will pop off and go on to the new one. So on the left side, same situation. That middle pipe has already been removed. You can see it right there, removed. But before you undo these bolts right here and let it just drop to the ground, you have to do your oxygen sensor, which is right here. There's plenty of room underneath to reach around and grab this. And what you're going to need to do is use a 17 millimeter bolt or millimeter wrench. Reach under there, and you should be able to link up there and pop it off. I already reached up there and popped it off, so all I got to do now is just twist it out of there. Oh, going the wrong way. And let her dangle there. Now you're going to be using your same oxygen sensor on the new one, so once you pull it out of there, just keep it, you know, handy. It'll just be dangling here. You don't really need to strap it up, but so yeah. So once you get that out of there, you can just let it dangle there until you get the new piece on, and then just link it up. All right, so I got the oxygen sensor undone. It kind of twists a little bit while you're turning it, but then spins back out. But it's all good to go, and you can just let it hang there for a minute. This is the packing that came in the box, and I guess I'm gonna put it to good use here. Let me put it opposite way, because as you've seen, these things kind of drop out of here pretty hard. Then after you get all of this done, before you drop those out, there is one more clamp that's midway here that's going to be holding this into the rest of it here. And that again is going to be a 10 millimeter socket. And you could just get in there and crank it open to loosen. Oops, I'm going tight. So it's right here. Usually all the bolts are going to be accessible from, you know, just kind of the bike sitting the way it is. You don't need to jack it up or anything like that. It's pretty good to go. So with that, now let's do these bolts and break it free. But yeah, so once you get this free here, what you want to do is give it a twist. If you can get, my hands are sweaty. I gotta put some gloves on. Come on out of there. I can't twist it because my hands are slippery. All right, now that I got some gloves, let me twist this thing a little bit. See, there's a little turn to it. Come on, you son of a... Thought I had it. After much fighting, whoo, finally popped it off of there. Thing was, this chrome thing here has an outer ring. You gotta loosen that up. It was actually catching on the edge of this, making it impossible to pop this off. So make sure you undo that ring before it pops out, and then you can just stuff it in after. I'm not sure you even have to take this heat shield off on this side, but it's out. This is going to be the location of the O2 sensor that's hanging there. It's going to be the same place for the new ones. All right, so I'm here with the new pipe here. I got the slash cut. These things are going to look so awesome on the bike. I can't wait to get them on. But anyways, we have to put the old bracket on. I took the old heat shield, the chrome heat shield, off of the original that comes around, and it has this little thing. Ooh, it's really bad under there. Pretty dirty, but it has this ring right here that just locks down on the outside of this to continue it on. And then you have your normal heat shield you know, strap here. And in case you're kind of curious about how heat shields are held onto your motorcycle, these go around the actual pipe, the actual exhaust pipe underneath, and then each one of your heat shields is going to have one or two of these, probably two depending on the length, and then this stays on the pipe, you loosen it up, and then it goes in and just kind of hooks into that of your heat shield, and then just grabs it and holds it tight. So the longer one, there's another one down here that does the same. So literally these things just hook in there, you tighten it down, and that's about it. You can take them off quite easy. Okay, so before you want to actually put these on though, unscrew this, and it has a little arm that comes off. It makes it a lot easier if you just unscrew this. Some people have a little bit of difficulty with this screw, and it's like locked into here with rust, and then this piece gets all twisted and nasty, and sometimes you can't use it again unless you bend it back out. However, you probably could avoid some of this by just spraying this with a little DW40 or some penetrating oil. Makes life a lot easier. All right, so now once you got your pipe in the general area where it's going to be, leave it loose. Have your clamp ready to go. This is the provided clamp that they give you. So you have that in place. You can put on your heat shield clamp, prepared on there already, and then you can just fit this over top. There we go. Just in general fit there. And then this is how this little thing grabs that bracket, so you don't got to fight with it so much. And then just pulls tight from there. Just kind of hand tighten it so it stays in place, because there's going to be some more moving and jimmying around, I'm thinking, once I get out there and all that. So there you go. Now, like I said, everything is loosened still, so you can still move it around and all that, but this is going to be your left side and going underneath, and that's good to go right on the bike. Let's see how these things sound. All right. Now, as you know, the beginning was quite quiet. They didn't have much of a note, so I'm hoping for good things here. my, I didn't expect them to be that loud. Yeah, them bad boys are big. Some big pipes, man. And they are loud, wow. Well, I like them loud. I mean, it really wasn't the point to have them super loud. I have a very loud bike right there. Jeff loves it. But hey, I love exhaust, man. So I'm good with that. At least it's behind me and not in my ears. So, man, I mean, as far as looks, man, it kind of completes it really well. Yeah, I like that. Not bad at all. And those tips are reversible, actually. I can spin them around if I like, but kind of like them the way they are. So she is sounding real good now. Wow, looks good. Nice and smooth, no taper, just stays fat all the way back. I like it. I think it looks really sharp. And the sound is just, whew. Man, Jeff was just saying, I'm so glad that you got a quieter bike. I didn't want to tell him, hey, that's not going to last long. Well, it's over now because this bad boy is loud. It's not done yet, though. The big three that I was doing, as you know, the LEDs, I upgraded the headlights and the passing lights. Second one was the exhaust. And anyone that owns this bike knows that after you get done with this, this thing is neutered from the factory. So it definitely needs to get sent off to Ivan to be Ivanized because, man, I don't know why they did it, but like when you're on full throttle, it's only really giving you like 67%. And that's just an odd number to start off with. I'm a bit OCD. I don't know why it's 67%, but I don't know why they would even, neuter it down like that. But Ivan is awesome. I've heard great things, so I'm looking forward to sending the ECU off. However, Ivan is closed all of August, and it's like the 3rd or 4th or something like that. And I don't know. I gotta drive around with some pop in and a little bit of hesitation and stuff like that. There's a little bit of pop. Well, there's a lot of popping, and when this thing pops, it sounds like a shotgun going off. Anyways, guys, that's about it. The exhaust is on. I'll keep you updated on everything else that I'm doing with it. But anyways, guys, that's the exhaust. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.